Welcome to this thought process, fight breakdown, analysis kind of video. I will try to provide as much insights into a 5-star solo player's brain as possible. And you just try to not take damage from it, okay? I call this series Don't Be a Fool because I'm pretty sure that I'm doing quite some stuff wrong in these clips. Even though I might succeed in some of them, I will have bad positioning or aim fail in most of them. So let's try to learn together from my gameplay. Feel free to comment on what you would have done differently and what mistakes I might have made that I'm still not aware of. I will cut out the non-action travel parts as long as they're not important for the flow. Well then, let's go. Okay, we're spawning at Hemlock and Hyde, and I'm running a pretty standard loadout. Mosin regular and Pax fire. The fire will come in handy, so prepare for some hot shit. Knuckle knife and medkit are a no-brainer, throwing knives for the silent PvE stuff and some decoys for pushing. Big consumable shots to keep the money low, and an ammo box since my Mosin aim is as poor as I am. Here you can see why I like to bring knives over axes, my throwing skills. I'd rather run around with only 4 knives left than without any axes. I'm trying to check the spawn to the left. I'm probably too late and I'm only looking half-heartedly, but I can't see anybody. Be aware though, some people just keep standing on spawn for some seconds and might come after you checked. What we do here though is a shot. Could be Windfield to the far right. Might be windy or even further. Trying to get my knife back, but I'm too old and too rich for climbing that roof. It's gone. Also we hear an explosion and another shot from the windy run direction, but I'm not super aware of it yet. I'm still rather focusing on the active boss map, trying to play the objective, right? Let's fast forward here a bit. We still hear some shots every now and then, but it will take some time for me to decide to go check. I usually try to open doors towards me since it's less conspicuous. In case you don't know, just move backwards while using them. It might be foolish to cross the open field since there could always be someone sniping. But I felt pretty sure that there were at least 2 teams fighting, so I took a risk here. In hindsight, I should have taken more cover though. At this point I'm pretty sure they are fighting in the woods east of Salter's Port. We don't care about the bounties anymore, if we ever did, right? I tried to better be safe than sorry, but hearing the fanning, I need to hurry up to not miss the party completely. Okay, we see the fight is in the right building, so I try to get behind everybody, so I move further to the right. The ruins offer good cover and can be my camp. A classic one, huh? Over-aim until you're sure to miss. I was very mad at myself, but hey, no need to sneak anymore. But, very important, change position. Always make sure that the Discord callouts are wrong. I'm running far to get another angle, and as you see, this is pretty foolish. I was just lucky that they were fighting, otherwise I would have caught my headshot in the field from that top window over there. Important, listen to their fight. We heard 2 female hunters dying. Feels like I'm just too nervous to hit. Well, it is what it is. Let's change position again. I actually want to go into the main building to establish new angles. Try to keep a low profile in the cornfield. You can become almost invisible from the outside. My plan was to get into the main building to establish some new angles to fight, even though I couldn't be sure that the building is clear. But on my way to the roof, we see the prodigal daughter down there on the right, next to the altar. If you shoot these altars, they deal quite some damage, almost like a red barrel, I heard. So I shot the altar because, well, my aim, you know? I didn't see the white shirt at the fence until she shot me, so as soon as I got aware of her, I switched my target. I think you should always go for the target with the highest angle, if that makes sense. So in this case, for the far right target. Of course, you can take into consideration their guns and the aim that you feel they have. Basically, you should eliminate the target that poses the highest threat first. And in most cases, it is the first one you can see while peeking, so that you're covered from the other ones, right? At least I hit her. Oh, and do you remember me telling you that the Pax Fire will come in handy? Who needs aim, huh? Important to note here, I tried to wait as long as possible with my shot, so that she was close enough to die from that barrel. Still, I wasn't sure if it would be enough, but I guess she was missing some bars already. The last one here just ran into my second shot, to be honest. So here's the thing. I'm not sure if the white shirt is dead or if she's somewhere in the woods or maybe already in the main building. I hit her with a Mosin, but it was no headshot, so I spent quite some time looking out for her, even burning both her mates. I've had enough rounds lost to the last one hiding somewhere, so I don't take that risk here. Let's fast forward a bit. First, I'm looking for her, then I try to find ways to burn the mates, without exposing myself too much, of course. And at some point, you just have to go look for her. Oh yeah, and this is why I bring decoys. Three minutes left. I'm still expecting her around, but I'm gonna risk it and extract 3 dolches. No need for a nitro though. Oh, and see who is here. At this point I thought she died from the meathead and I was happy. Just to learn from the mission summary that my first Mosin hit at the fence killed her and I wasted time. So I hope you enjoyed my very first thought process decision making fight breakdown video. Maybe you learned something from my mistakes, at least I did. Don't waste your time with clues and the bounty when you know there is a fight going on. Play it safe, but not too safe, otherwise you waste time. And stay away from red barrels. Leave a like and a sub if you dare to. Thank you and bye bye.